Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Kevin and Mikkel. We are back with a new video. I hope you guys had a great weekend. I hope you guys are having a great start to your week. And maybe you done made some plans for Valentine's Day, hopefully. You know, shout out to all of those who are, you know, doing a Valentine's Day thing. Yes. I want to say thank you to everyone who has been listening to the Scorpion Show podcast. I really have been excited that a lot of you guys are finally starting to listen to the Scorpion Show podcast. If you have not listened, you can listen via iTunes on the podcast app, or you can listen on Spotify, or you can click the link and it'll take you to, you can listen to on your computer, or while you're at work, you know, instead of using your phone, you can listen on the computer. And we have 23 episodes for you to listen to if you have not listened to them. All of them are there in one spot. And when I say like y'all doing the damn thing, like this past weekend, in one day they surpassed what like an average one would get in a week. Like for like 2 weeks this been going on. So like just please keep telling everyone to listen to the Scorpion Show podcast. Please keep sharing it, and I'm definitely appreciative for all those who are listening to the podcast. And if you didn't listen this past week, we gave you an hour and 47 minutes. So if you haven't listened, please take us in the car with you on your way to work or on your lunch break or at your computer desk. Just turn us on. To everyone watching, if you are watching us for the first time, please subscribe. Also, I was supposed to give my shout out. I was supposed to give a shout out to my cousin's podcast. He has a podcast. It's called No Holding Thoughts. NOHOLDEN Thoughts. I'm going to post the link inside the more info box. And sometimes he does Facebook Lives where he also records his podcast. And I mean, they be having some conversations on there. So I want you guys to please check him out and tell him that I sent you guys. And I had the link to the Instagram page as well. So we got to just start where we left off from last Friday. With the podcast, we talked about Gayle King, and we both, you know, we spoke on both sides about the situation. Now, more things have become clearer, with Snoop Dogg saying that he would never threaten a woman and all this and that. I just, for me, I'm okay with everybody being upset, but I'm just not okay with you calling the Gayle King a bitch and all of that stuff. Like, that's not, to me, that's not cool. I know a lot of people think that Oprah and Gayle have an agenda against black men, which I don't believe, but it's okay if you have that opinion. You know, I just don't think that way, because first of all, Oprah has helped people of all races. Oprah been helping people since she's been put on. So I don't think that Oprah has an agenda against black men. And I feel like a lot of people lump Gayle King into that.
There were white men. There were white men who claim not to be bigoted or racist, but yet wouldn't dare invite a black person to their house, or wouldn't dare eat after a black person. So I don't necessarily think because somebody's helping somebody that just means that they're not.
But I don't believe that's Oprah.
Well, no, that's fine. You know, that's fine. Yeah, but I wouldn't say because they help somebody, because there are plenty of white people out there.
But Oprah been helping people of all races, especially her own, and especially those Morehouse men. And, you know, like, Oprah has been helping everybody. So I don't think Oprah like, yeah, I'm going to tear down this black, like, get out of here with that. I don't believe it.
But that's what you don't
believe. But y'all can believe it, but I don't. But what I was also saying is,
you also like, thought it was okay that Michael Jackson had them kids in his house too.
I sure
Some
did.
Some people didn't believe that.
Yeah, but
some people didn't agree with that.
You know, but we're gonna go. I don't want to get off topic.
I bet.
What?
I said I bet.
I don't want to get off topic.
I bet.
But what I'm saying is, no, I do not believe that, and I feel like a lot of people, just because Oprah and Gayle are best friends, she caught that. And then I was saying, like I said, I know a lot of people feel that way, but when you coming off the heels of that Michael Jackson biopic, and then you got this Russell Simmons thing, and then you got Gayle. But Gayle's asking about a legacy. That's not saying, oh yeah, he's such a bad man. You know, she didn't. It was just, to me, it wasn't even the same thing. But, you know, people feel the way they feel. I'm glad that Snoop apologized. I hate that I saw Ambassador Susan Rice, former Ambassador Susan Rice, telling Snoop that we're going to get you. Like, it's just like, this is all getting out of hand. We should not be at the point where we all fighting each other and at each other's throats when we got a man less than 9 months away from being reelected, y'all. We got to keep our eyes focused on the bigger thing. That's where we all need to be at. And I hope that the ones that do use their platforms to call people bitches, I want you to use the platform to tell people to go vote and make sure that they register vote. And if they haven't voted in a while, make sure that they're still on the registered list, because they be purging people. So, like, we need to be serious about this. You know, I'm not really into the whole Gayle, Oprah, Monique. You know, I say my opinion. Some don't like it, but that's how I feel. This shit is getting old to me. This is getting so old. Yes, Gayle, you should have apologized. You shouldn't have just put it on CBS. You could have took full ability for it, for saying, because you went there and said.
You just told me, what'd she say on the thing?
Yeah, she gonna think something about the fact. When you went there and said, but Lisa, you wouldn't see it. He's your friend. When you do that,
you're patronizing her.
Yeah, and you're digging.
Yeah, you're digging. So now I see why people are upset with you.
The journalist, she was in her journalist head the whole time. From the pictures on the wall.
Now she's crying.
Yeah, but then Oprah, girl. Gayle is hurting. Okay, bitch. Who know who else hurting? Vanessa hurting too.
That's right.
She put that post. I don't know who to grieve for. I'm confused.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I can't see it.
That's sad. Yeah.
Like, oh my God. We got bigger things to worry about than Gayle King or Oprah.
Yeah. I posted on my page, on my Facebook. Did you see that? No. I tell you what I posted the other day.
No, we got bigger things to worry about.
I posted on my Facebook the other day, and I said, no matter which side of the fence you're on, you will not Gayle King me to death today.
Yes, she's an attorney. She had a journalist hat on. And I maybe I shouldn't have closed that door because it's starting to get hot again.
No, I'm not hot. I feel
good. Oh my God, here we go.
It does feel good. I feel good now.
Yeah, but yeah. And then Ari Lennox. Like, I think a lot of people that say bad things about Oprah, they're starting to feel bad that they said those things. Because, you know, she's posting stuff saying that she apologized for, you know, just coming out like that. And that, I guess she's having remorse for what she said. I don't know. But now she deleted all her tweets again. And I don't know her like that. But But yeah, every time I know her, it's for a controversy. People call her like a dog face thing. She got called dog face, didn't she? And then you're sitting there cheering on old Gayle King. Okra and kale and all of that. Like, we doing some stupid stuff. We gotta get it together, y'all. We gotta get it together because November 3rd will be here before you know it. Who's there? I don't know. Yeah. So, but I mean, if y'all want to hear our full thoughts, all you have to do is turn on the podcast. What? Stop, Mikkel. I'm gonna fuck Mikkel up. So let's move on. I don't know. He needs to get in the track though. It's been what, 6 months?
Which I was shocked about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what? I'm glad we didn't get involved.
Right.
Because remember, we almost got involved.
Mm-hmm. Let's talk about power. I don't even want to talk about the Oscars yet. So, if you want to hear our full thoughts on Gayle King, you can go to our podcast. Yes, go to our podcast and listen. And remember, every Friday we post a podcast. So if you don't see no videos on YouTube, which they're starting to get scarce anyway, but you know, if you don't see us on YouTube, we definitely put up a podcast. If you see us on YouTube, we put up a podcast. So go ahead when you know it's Friday. I want to embed this in your head. On Fridays, Kevin and Mikkel uploads a podcast. So I can listen on Spotify, I can listen on iTunes, or I can go to my computer and pull it right on up. Every Friday, this is a podcast. And I really can't wait till we have the black female Donald Trump supporter on our show. It's coming after Super Tuesday. I'm excited to talk to her.
Which is when? Tomorrow, right?
It's like Super Tuesday is
When's
like
the
March
New Hampshire
3rd. New Hampshire's tonight.
Yeah.
And then Super Tuesday is like March the 3rd.
Oh, yeah.
That's like a Tuesday.
Really?
Yes. I'm trying to think. I don't know why.
Tuesday.
I meant to say March the 3rd. I don't know why. Listen, y'all. Y'all got to give me a break. It's been a lot.
You trying to figure out where you getting that money from too?
Yes, it's a lot. It's been a lot going on today, and I didn't tell. Yes, I heard what you. And I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna get my money for other things. Bitch, I ain't worried about them getting their money. I'm trying to get my money.
He's got his. Well, ask him. Cause he got a lot of money.
So Power came on. Now, first of all, I hate that they did not air. I had to go online to watch the Stars finale. Like, I didn't watch the leak. I went to stars.com and I watched it.
Can I ask you a question? Why did I download the Stars app? Because I go to my regular cable app and I'm watching it on there. It's coming on there.
So why did you download it?
Because remember in the beginning we thought that they weren't going to be showing it on what's name anymore, but clearly they show it.
Yeah. So they must have renewed the deal and we didn't even know.
So now I have the Stars app that I need to find out how I'm gonna delete. And if
did you pay
charge
for
me,
it?
I think I did, but I think it's nothing. It's only like
you need to get your money back.
Yeah.
If you haven't watched anything on the app,
I sure haven't.
Then maybe you should ask for your money back.
Yeah. Well, how do I do that?
You cancel and then you say, listen, you tell them the thing and they might give you back what, $12?
Yeah.
2 months ago. Yeah, some of them get.
I just figure out how do I even what's the name? Like how do I cancel? I don't even know how to cancel on this app.
Oh my God. Go to contact us or cancel or settings.
Oh, settings. There you go.
Contact us or cancel.
Oh, there you go. No, that's all right. I found it. So and later on, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna write a nice lengthy email to Stars.
I want Mikkel to learn how to use these apps the right way.
Yeah. That's why when people be saying they be seeing me on these apps, no, you don't. The fuck you don't.
So the Power finale came on and I watched it. Now, first of all, no, I watched because they didn't have the finale up on demand. I watched them on with tape. Mm-hmm. That one was good, but Tommy's was my favorite one.
Yeah, Tommy's was good.
Yeah, they dragged this shit out. But listen, I feel like everything happened the way it was supposed to happen. I don't feel like I'm missing something. I know a lot of y'all didn't like the finale. That's because y'all anticipated it being different, and it wasn't. You shouldn't have watched the sneak peeks. You shouldn't have watched none of that shit. You know, I'm mad that I gave away the finale, you know. Oh my God, get it together. Yes. And I thought that,
Jesus.
You know, some people was mad at me, and you know, I ain't even go back, because I had revealed that Tyreek was the shooter. Oh. You know.
Oh, you one of them.
Well, no, I'm not really, but I figured that everybody else had seen it, so I was like, well, you know they're like, bitch, I've been ducking videos, I've been ducking this, and I go straight out and say it, because I didn't put Power in the headlines or anything. So, they found out niggas mad, but it's okay. You know, because I'm not like some of the people that really like to spoil you things. That's why I stopped posting what I watch, because people, wait till you get to this part. Yeah, I know, bitch.
When I do that, and then I post it, and then people do that in the comments, I delete the comments.
Right. Then they're like, I know you. Yes, I did comment. Now keep going. I'm gonna block you. Yeah. Like I used to get really, really irritated.
Because don't do that. Yeah, don't do that.
Ooh, because people try to spoil Game of Thrones for me. Like, ooh, you wait till you get to the red wedding, bitch. It's everything.
And I don't know nothing about no
right. I'm like, what are y'all doing?
Yeah, like shut up.
They spoiled the red wedding for me.
They want you to know that they're watching it too. Yeah. Instead of just saying, oh my God, you're going to love it.
Yeah.
Just say that. Just say, oh my God.
Don't even say it, because I don't want to anticipate it and then it don't be what I thought it's going to be. But I think my favorite is the Battle of the Bastards. That's probably my favorite Game of Thrones. That one was, I could watch that anytime. Like I was into that one. So yeah, I think everything was right, because we seen everybody's perspective, and then we got it from Tariq and Tasha. They just not too bright.
Yeah.
They weren't smart. They didn't play the game right. And they got fucked up in the end. And Ghost really got them good. Ghost got them good at the table reading for the wheel. I was probably shocked that Ghost really is dead. But, you know, what I got from this is like, now they could keep this Power story actually can go on and on and on for a very long time. And when you see they got the Power series, like the different, I don't know why it's called Power Book. I guess they got different chapters. So you got the Ghost chapter, I guess, Life After Ghost. Mm-hmm. And then they said, I don't get, look, it's like 8 different titles. So I guess they're going to keep this going on and on and on. And I can't wait to see, and they say it's coming out this summer, but I don't want this to be like, I got to wait all these years for these episodes. Like, bitch, give me something for the summer, give me something for the fall or something like that.
Right. Because
you want to keep people attention. And you don't have Amari Hardwick on it anymore. Like, how many people are going to just tune in to see Sax, Tasha, and what's his name? Tariq. You're going to have to do something. You got Mary J. Blige now. But y'all going to have to
do something.
Like, yes. Come on now. Come on. So, yeah, but it was, I think this episode was perfect. I liked it. People complain, but I ain't trying to sit there and tell nobody how to write their show. You know, I'm gonna just sit there and say my opinion and then move on. Right. And if I don't have, you don't have to watch Power no more. We watched this show for 6 years.
When Tasha was doing the flashbacks and they were showing the flashbacks of the past seasons, and I saw how small Tariq was, I'm just like, oh my god!
Right.
We really watched him grow up.
Yes, we watched him grow up, and he turned into a great actor because we can't stand his character.
Yeah, because we can't stand. That's right. We can't stand his character.
Yeah. So that's when you know you're doing your job.
Yeah.
Like he could be terrible, but he's not. His character, and he's still alive. Well, he could be like Dre. Remember how we hated Dre? But Dre did die a horrible death, like we wanted him to.
Yeah.
He got that's the horrible.
At first, I didn't think Dre was going to die. I thought maybe he was just going to be burned up really bad and then survive and just have to be suffering. But
yeah, but that was a horrible death. And then when you think about it, a lot of them died on the show.
Yeah. But when you think about it, the 4 main characters, them kill people. Ghost, Tommy, Tasha, and Tariq.
Yeah.
All of them killing people. Not just everybody killed. All of them belong in jail, but Ghost got it good because he got out easy because he died.
Yeah. And when they second kill, what's this is Tariq's second kill, he's already locked. No, he didn't get locked up.
He killed the first time.
He killed the cop. Yeah. And then, you know, his mom told him what to do, but he's still not playing this smart. And then, like, Tasha, you really dumb. Like, you gonna blame the boyfriend? I knew she was gonna try to use his gun, cause when they had the gun with the condoms, I said, "Oh, child, they hyping this up." And then she talking about, I know who it is, and you gonna give him some good pussy, and then you gonna get him locked up. Right? You tried it, Tasha. Then I thought life was gonna be good. I was waiting for the catch. I said, "Oh no, but this is not gonna end like this." And they got Tasha. Tasha took the rat for Tariq. And she ain't had no choice but to, because how they gonna get this money with Tariq in jail?
Right.
And I'm gonna take care of you, Mom. You know? But he took care of Tommy.
That's probably where she meet Mary J. Blige in jail.
Maybe. I didn't even think of that. I don't know. Look after my son. She probably gonna be a dirty cop. I don't know. But I'm excited.
It would be good. But I mean, because when you think about it, well, no, because even though Ghost wasn't really on this show, but even though he died, but he still was popping up because we were doing the flashback.
And he could pop up in the, as if he did, and come into them in dreams and
like Henry did.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he ain't done with the show. He ain't done. Angela Valdez gonna come in here somewhere.
He might just call it Ghost instead of Power.
Yes.
Ghost.
But right, how about it? That's why that series is called Ghost. That the second part. I don't know. But I'm hyped. I understand some people didn't like it because they thought they was gonna get something different, but you shouldn't have watched it. Like, I've never watched a show where I shouldn't have watched it. The only time I remember that stuff is remember when
the only show I watched that I shouldn't have watched was this one episode of Coco Dawn.
Child. See, I was gonna say Real Sex, because I used to watch some things And I knew I ain't had no business. And you know what, bitch? I used to tape them.
Do you remember the one episode of Real Sex when they had the black strippers here in Philly downtown?
Yes, with the girls.
With the,
with the guys.
I mean, the guys, but Sipsy was a little older than big girl. Yes. She always, remember that? Well, I remember that.
Yes. Yeah, that was like you really couldn't see anything. Like
no, you couldn't. But it was just.
No, I'm just saying, like back in those times, you really wasn't saying no dick.
Right.
It was no internet yet.
Nope.
Well, I didn't have it in my house. We got the internet in like '99 when we moved to the other house.
But you still wasn't seeing that type of stuff on the internet.
Oh, you was.
I don't remember that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Because
I remember the early 2000s.
I was so curious, just looking around and trying to find stuff. And then them fucking pop-ups.
Yeah, remember the pop-ups?
I couldn't turn that computer off fast enough. Somebody coming up the stairs. Listen, I had this thing, and I used to be in the hallway on the second floor at our old house.
The computer was in the hallway? Mm-hmm. So you was being nasty in the hallway?
Bitch, nobody was home. I would be, not jerking off, but I was looking at stuff.
I didn't say jerking off.
No, but I'm just saying, I was looking at stuff.
To get ready to jerk off?
No. I was curious. Okay? I wanted to see a lot of stuff that was on there. So, oh well. And then we had, my sister got...
They must say fool on the side of this head.
No. What am I... Okay, you... Come on, really? Think about it.
I am thinking.
I have a whole bedroom. I have a whole bedroom.
Think about it.
And I have a bedroom and I have a bathroom I can go into. Why would I do that in the hallway?
No, I didn't say you was doing it in the hallway, but I'm saying you were looking at the stuff to get ready to go and
no, I was
looking at in your room.
I really was curious. Really was. I really was. And the damn TV. I mean, I hated going to different sets because the stuff would pop up. But you can believe what you want to believe.
I don't believe anything. I'm listening to you. I believe everything you're saying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that's that on that. But yeah, I was a curious one. But yeah, and that and.
Did you ever meet somebody in those days?
No, never.
I think that was too early of the days to be meeting people at that time.
Never. But once I got older, cause I was young at the time. Like I was only like 14, 15. I'm not meeting nobody else on the internet. Were you?
I did. I met 2 people. Twice. But guess what? Nothing never happened with the 2 people. Never mind. Never mind.
You know, the site for me... Okay, wait, before we get into that stuff. The site for me was Black Planet. I loved Black Planet. I had my own Black Planet page. And all of that stuff. And it was some guys there. Now, that's when I started to meet people. And that's when I got older. I was older then.
And you was doing stuff. Was
I? You know, I looked innocent back in the day. Ah! I just had a nasty flashback. A nasty one.
Where were you meeting them at?
What you mean, where?
Yeah, like, cause I know you don't bring people here. So where were you meeting them at?
You never know what I was doing here. I say I don't do a lot of stuff. But at that time, I was young.
And you were bringing people in here?
I don't know.
No, you weren't. At that time, it was way too many people in here at that time.
Oh no, but I was still doing my thing. Or don't say.
Did you have your own room at that time? Because wasn't you sharing with Charles?
I never had a own room. I'm gonna tell you something after the show's over that I did too. I did something.
Well, I do remember you did bring what's the name here?
Yes.
But that was in this room.
No, that room.
Oh wow.
That was a long time ago. May he rest in peace. That was a long time ago. Where? This is not the podcast. If it was on a podcast, I wouldn't have no problem talking.
Yeah, because we can see your face now.
Yes. I'm not doing
Okay. Okay. Mess.
Yes, but yeah, them Black Planet days, woo. It was
so from 1 to, I'm gonna just say 5. I'm not even gonna say 10. I'm gonna say 1 to 5. How many guys did you meet off of Black Planet that you brought here?
0.
Oh, so you never? Like I said, you didn't bring people.
0.
Here. So where did you meet them at?
Mikkel. When did you meet? What the fuck you was doing?
One
I
of
know
them,
you weren't
listen,
taking them home.
but no, I said there was only two. One of them I met at their house, and then the other, but it wasn't off from the Black Planet. One of them I met at their house, and the other one I met at the gallery. This was a long time ago. And the one I met at the gallery, I was so fucking bored because we just sat there and sat there and sat there, and it was just like I don't know. Yeah, I don't know who was. Well, we wasn't doing no sexual stuff. I never met nobody off the internet at that time. At that time, I never met anybody off the internet and did any sexual stuff with them. The first one,
Yeah,
I shouldn't even been.
that.
Yeah, I shouldn't have. No.
Not that
You
one?
thinking about?
The,
Yeah, no, hell no. But I did have fun. But no. No.
Look at
I
y'all
told
again.
you that one that you talking about. I didn't meet off the internet. We met downtown.
the older one.
Yes, but no. You know what's so funny, Kevin?
Don't say you know.
Now it makes it. Now it all comes together. You have not been out there. Remember that guy? Sorry, y'all.
Yes.
He kept saying to me, I know you. And I kept saying, you don't know me. You don't know me. You don't know me. You don't know me. He was there that night when I met so-and-so downtown. Because it's all starting to come back because he was the one who called me and said, hey, my friend. Yep. Because he kept, every time he see me, and I be getting offended.
Messy. Because.
Well, no, no, but that was a long time ago. I didn't know no better.
Yeah.
See, I never dug into the background because at the time I didn't even know Will. I just know that years later, but they don't know what I'm talking about. Years later, they were saying to me, like, oh, I know, and I'm just like, you don't know me. Like, where you know me from? And I was just so like dumbfounded, like, how you know me? You don't know me. And then it makes sense now. Oh, you do, but then I don't even know if they remember that particular day because that was so long ago. You know what I mean? Like that was a long.
That wasn't that long ago.
Yes, it was. How long? That was over 10 years ago.
Yeah. I remember, because, you know.
That was 15, 14 years ago.
2001. Yeah, you was a baby.
I was.
Oh, yeah.
But see, at that time, I was not meeting nobody. Fuck no, I wasn't meeting nobody on the internet. No. Not for no sex anyway. No. That's why I said my ass had no business at the gallery, and my ass had no business at, not the person me and you talking about, but another person. I had no business over there. Nobody.
But when you young,
you fast.
You grown. Like, you know what you do. And I didn't know what I was doing. At the time, when I look back, I said I didn't know what I was doing.
Oh.
Like, what was you doing? What was you thinking? Like, oh my God. Like, yes. Like, what was you thinking?
You was that.
But I listen, to me, I had fun. And
You don't meeting up like in alleyways and stuff?
No, Mikhail, I'm better than that. Now come the fuck on. Who the fuck you think you talking to? Stop playing with me. The alleyway. Bitch, you might as well go to the park, bitch. Why go to the alley when you got the park? Bitch. Alley.
Ain't that many parks around here?
See, back in those times, you could go to Fairmount Park.
Good.
Bitch, try to go there now.
Oh my
They got
God.
rid of all of that stuff. All that shit that I did. I'm serious. They got rid of everything. Like, you can't do nothing. Bitch. You better do it.
See, you don't drive.
No.
There's a spot up 33rd.
That's the spot. Don't get caught. I don't need. You know we got a new Philly commissioner.
Yeah, no,
I don't need nobody.
Keep my
watching
ass
this
right in the
show.
house.
Okay, tell me.
Baby, somebody gonna say, how do you know about this place? Cause somebody from. I said, whoa. You go up there and it's just cars. Just cars.
And all the lights are off.
All the lights off. Oh my God.
You might show me one day. That's the second drive and see.
I am going to show you one day. One of these days I'm going to take you. Because it's not too far from here.
Yeah.
It's right up. That's
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But I know it's
Where that big
where the
car.
thing at. Yeah.
Yep, it's right there. But it's all the way in the back.
Sure.
All the way in the back. Yes, sir. And at night, especially on like a nice night, like when it's nice out in the summertime, there'd be so many cars back
Yeah,
there.
and you know, like I was worried because you know some people. It was a time when some people was getting shot around there.
Oh wow.
Like you found you mysteriously shot in the park. Like, come on, like what's going on? Damn, you couldn't. That couldn't have just.
They either got the wrong person in their car or they getting out their car and somebody setting them up.
Something happened. Yeah. But let's move on.
Two things you won't have me doing is putting the wrong person in my car and me getting out the car or somebody I don't know.
You made me think I'm a
Listen,
I
those were
said
the days.
2001. Black Planet was like 2000. No, I was like 2001, 2002. Like, yeah.
That's when people were still using the box screen TV computers.
We had the screen, and then because by that time I had graduated to having a computer in my room.
So they couldn't tell you nothing after that.
Bitch.
Once you got a computer in the room,
couldn't tell me. Bitch, this for the podcast. Y'all hear the rest of this if I remember this week. Oh!
I can imagine. I can imagine.
I was really a mess.
I know.
Look, pay attention to what your children do. My mom had no idea what I was doing.
Well, those remember that was still the early days. So
Right.
all that parental control and the computer and all that. Remember, there was still some young people wouldn't know because there was still some young people at the time that was still trying to even find certain sites to be on.
Yeah, but I bypassed all of that. Like my sister had came to our house one day and had this cyber patrol thing, and she put this one password in, and I cracked that code, and then you really couldn't tell me nothing.
Oh, she thought she was doing something.
Oh, well, yeah. I was a mess. Cause when you curious, like you gonna try any kind of way to get like, man, I did all of that stuff. Yeah. So give me something about Janet Jackson.
Yeah. Another mess.
Can you imagine the story she know?
Imagine the
Bitch.
parts she's been in.
No, bitch, she's on the what you call them when you at the main floor? She's been at the penthouses, okay? That's the view she done had. Got it.
She's probably paid for every bill. Except when she was messing with that building.
Bobby Brown.
Bobby Brown. Oh my God.
I thought about like she ain't never tried to sue him or nothing. So I'm like, well, I guess it.
Well, no. Why would you sue somebody if they didn't tell the truth? If we messed around, we messed around. Those were her early days. I mean, you know, I know she wouldn't do it today.
Hell no, bitch. Not with that. Twisted bit. Can you imagine trying to kiss him? No, stop that.
Stop. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that because for some odd reason he's making a lot of kids. So he's doing something right.
Yeah.
And one of these days you might be blessed to find out what he's doing right.
Not me. You say blessings. That's a blessing or a curse.
It's the
And
blessing.
for Whitney, that was a curse.
Well, that was for Whitney.
And like,
One man's trash is another man's treasure. And that just might be your treasure.
nah, man. Nobody. No, they did.
He might take you to Fairmont Park one day and rock your world.
The king of not with them. No, he never took. Like, no, you can't take him no family party.
He gonna take you to the Four Seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Remember when we was in the Four Seasons and you look like, why are we in the Four? Like these rooms are not even that big to be the Four Seasons. Like you're paying for the name.
Yeah.
Cause I've been in hotels. I've been
Four
in
Seasons where we at? Oh no, that was
I've been in Holiday Inns with rooms bigger than that.
yeah. But that's because that particular person wasn't in no suite. They were just in a regular standard room, Four Seasons room.
And it was still
yeah, like a regular yeah.
Like I was like, bitch, how much they want a night for this?
Yeah, 500.
Bitch, I better have.
But you know what? What Nene say when you got the coins,
You could do it.
you can do it. So that
So
500.
when you got points to waste, you could do it.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it said Snoop Dogg liked my comment. It said Sleep Dog. So, yeah, so Janet Jackson is going on tour. It's the Black Diamond Tour, and Janet's going to be releasing a new album. So this tour is in support of that. And she says she's doing on the flyers advertised as a special performance of Rhythm Nation. I don't know how she's going to flip it up, but the song is over 30 years old. What is it, 35? 30-something years old. I don't know how she's going to flip it, but I'm excited to see. The only thing that I'm probably upset about is that a lot of the dates are so close to each other. Like you really only can go to New York or Philly, and like the Atlanta date is like the following week is in Philly. I'm like, there is no, it's not spaced out at all the way I would like it to be spaced out for if I wanted to keep going to these shows. I'm like, I definitely probably want to go to New York, and I definitely want to go to Philly. I don't think I've seen one for Atlantic City, but Janet's going to be on tour for 2 months, and she's going to be on. I thought something was on my arm. She's going to be on Jimmy Fallon tonight at 11:35. I guess she's going to talk about the tour. I want to know more about this album, who she's working with. Is it going to be dance? Like, what's the tea? Like, I want to know all of that stuff. I'm excited, and everybody has been excited for Janet. I see that she's going to be opening Essence Fest. It hasn't been announced yet, but July 3rd is the first day of Essence Fest. So,
and it says she's going to be in New Orleans?
Yep. So she has to be opening night. I'm excited. She's probably going to be in the Superdome.
Well, yeah, it's Essence Fest.
Yes.
Like, in the Superdome is Essence Fest.
Right. So everybody's going to be there.
Remember they had all the people in there for Katrina?
Yes. That was such a... Listen.
The best documentary, I'm sorry, and we're going to go back to Janet real quick, but the best documentary I saw was the one that Spike Lee did, When the Levees Broke.
Yeah, I love that.
Oh my God. When I saw that, Kevin, and those scenes when they actually showed them dead bodies floating in that water, I was like, baby, that's horrible. That was horrible. I felt so bad for those people. I really did. And what made me think about Katrina is because I was telling Kevin about the pharmacist, and there's a scene, because remember I told you that down in Louisiana, and there's a scene when 2005 comes, and there was something that was happening, and then Hurricane Katrina hit during the time when something was happening, and they had to postpone, and it was sad because when the family went back to their house, they were showing how badly destroyed their house was or whatever. This family, one thing about this family, they videotaped every fucking thing, because I mean they had videotapes from parties, from weddings, from Christmas things. So it was just showing the flashbacks of how the house looked before Katrina, and then it's a really good documentary. But Katrina,
I remember I didn't even know that Katrina was that bad. Somebody had wrote me because I was working and I wasn't living here. I was, you know how you chat with people like on Yahoo Messenger. And they was like, yeah, I feel so bad about New Orleans. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm getting ready to go to, I was getting ready to go to Atlanta. So then I go to the laundromat, and when I saw what was going on, that's when I was like, oh my God. Because I wasn't really into the news like that. You hear hurricane, like, bitch, it's a hurricane. No, this is beyond a hurricane. And I remember ABC had a story about what people like sleeping inside and outside. And this lady started having convulsions on the street while they were interviewing them. It was just really, really bad. And I didn't know, and I felt so ignorant. I felt like I shouldn't have. Why would I even like respond like that? And
well, you didn't know.
Yeah, I didn't know. And then when I was down in Atlanta,
Atlanta or New Orleans?
No, when I went to Atlanta, I remember meeting people who came from New Orleans to Atlanta just for like shelter. So it was just like, I'm like, oh my God, like y'all really like leaving to go different places. It was just crazy. I really felt horrible. Like I felt horrible for thinking like that. It's just another hurricane. They're gonna be all right. And then all of this, just the people dying, and then you watching the telethons and Kanye West saying like George Bush don't care about black people. Like that was all a moment in that time. Like, wow, we have come past a lot And I think for me, like, to see it, my friend Dane, who lives down there, it's so gentrified now. But before, you could see the lines on the homes
from where the water
was, and some of the houses still had exits on it. It's horrible. It's horrible. But I'm so glad that a lot of the people made it through. But the sad stories is, bodies that were in the ground, a lot of the bodies came up and you don't even know where the bodies at. It's just, I'm sorry.
This is why whenever hurricanes come, when they say to leave, people have to listen and leave. I know a lot of people feel like they
don't have the money or the means to do it.
Listen, let me tell you something. I am not staying nowhere if I have to hitch a ride with somebody. Because, it's not, first of all, you put yourself in danger and then you put the people's lives in danger who are out there. Because then they got to come, then you expect them to come and help you after they done told y'all to leave. You know how many stories of people dying because they were trying to help somebody and they ended up dying? All because you didn't want to leave? Like, it was sad, like, it was so sad. Like, that one guy on the documentary, and we got to go into jail. What?
I'm about to say, look at your, just like the hair just popping up from your arm.
Really? Oh, I'm not getting goosebumps. I'm cold. That's what it is.
And I'm saying him trying not to sweat.
But, yeah, I'm cold. But, the guy and his mother was like, I think she was like in her 90s. And she was out in that heat, and she ended up dying before the buses could come and pick them up from the Superdome. So he had her in a wheelchair, and he covered her with a blanket, and then he put a tag on her. And I was, oh my God, it was so sad.
Wasn't that one up in the levees, bro?
Yeah,
I'm like, wait a minute. I know I've seen this.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It was sad. I might want to watch that again, but I gotta figure out where that's at.
Probably HBO Go or something like that.
Yeah, I think I did see it on HBO because.
Yeah. Ooh. But yeah, just to see how everybody's talking about I see how gentrified it is now. Like, a lot of stuff that was there is not there no more. Like, a lot of people have plans for what they want to do. They, let you go through your tragedy, and then they have their own ideas behind what they want to do and plans. But yeah, that was just a horrible time. I'll never forget being so shocked at what I was seeing on TV in a laundromat on the night before my trip. I'll never forget that. Yeah, so Janet's going on tour. It starts out in Miami and ends in Tacoma, Washington, a place I probably would never go to. You know how we ended it all together in Atlanta. Now, all the Jan fam, y'all can go to Tacoma, because I won't be there. I would love to go in Toronto. I've never been to Toronto. I would love to go there. It's going to be the summertime. I need to start making some plans. I need to set up my OnlyFans account, because I need to know. you see what I put there. I want to do my OnlyFans account. And we're going to get to the Janet. We're going to get to all the Janet stops. We're going to get to all the Janet stops. But no, seriously, I'm super, super excited for Black Diamond. Like, I want to hear these songs. I want to know the meanings behind them and everything. Like, I'm excited. And what else we had? Yeah, I did see some other stuff that was going on, but we talked about Neek and Nicki. We talked about that already, and Nicki Minaj is on Queen Radio. I have no idea what she's talking about right now. I asked people to keep me posted, and she must not be talking about nothing, because nobody has filled me in on anything. Who's this guy? Yeah, nobody has filled me in
on anything.
Yeah, but I see Janet Jackson right there. Yes. And y'all seen that Trump budget? He's trying to cut Medicare and Medicaid and Social Security. Yeah. Did you see how much money he's cutting them by? Yeah. Ridiculous. Yeah, y'all want him in there. And he just did State of the Union. Talking about he gonna protect this and he ain't protecting shit. He ain't protecting nothing. But it's alright. 500 million, what's that? $500 billion from Medicare. 75 billion from Social Security, and this companion program, supplementary social SSI. That's for y'all kids who, ain't that what it is?
See, this is the thing. Somebody like Trump has no need for any of that because he can afford to go to the hospital. Social Security, he has no need for that because he's wealthy. So none of that has anything to do with him. So of course, he's
because he probably the money that he's trying to save for is going to his border wall, and I forgot it's the border wall and something else. But it don't make no sense
because he can't find anybody to pay for it. Mexico's not paying for it.
Hell no, they're not gonna pay for it. And he lied to them, and y'all still all never mind. I can't wait to have this lady on because we're gonna talk. We're gonna have a good conversation. It's gonna be good. And some people's like, no, don't do it. Listen, it's good to hear an opinion different from yours. And you never know, she might convert some of you on, she might not. But let's just have the conversation. It's good to have. And shout out to RuPaul who was on we ain't talking about the Oscars, bitch, we can't end yet. He was on Saturday Night Live. And listen, I enjoyed some skits was oh my god, and then some skits was like, yes, this is hilarious. Like I really loved when he worked with Chad and he turned Pete Davidson into a drag queen. That shit was funny. That was the funniest one. And I loved the skit where he was dressed up as a cop and they was hitting on the guy that they pulled over. Pete Davidson again. They was hitting on him again. It was funny, hilarious. And Justin Bieber, I liked one of the songs. Yeah, but I felt bad because I'm like, this bitch was going through it. Because when I was 26, I ain't doing nothing like that. He looks horrible. He looks like he's really been through some shit. But pray for him. That's the best thing he can do.
He's got that stupid mustache off.
Yes. Maybe that's what it is.
It is.
But he looks
horrible. He looks like Macaulay Culkin did.
Yeah, even Macaulay can't even.
No. And Macaulay Culkin is living his life because he's nowhere.
Drugs tear you up when you.
But he's off of that now. But every once in a while you see Macaulay Culkin pop up with his girl or whatever. Yeah. But I'm just happy he's still alive.
You just look at them and say, "Oh my God, baby, what happened?" Right.
And to think Macaulay Culkin don't do no interviews, nothing.
For what? I don't even think he acts.
No, he doesn't. But I'm just saying, Home Alone is such a classic. It's a holiday classic. Home Alone comes on every Christmas.
Yeah, I wonder if is that what pays him like the
has to be. It has to be, Kevin. It has
he's
to
not
be.
doing anything.
He's not doing anything.
I don't think he's doing anything.
He has to be getting residuals from Home Alone. He has to because both of them,
right.
1 and 2. Now the ones when he's not in it, fuck those. But 1 and the one Lost in New York, those two are great movies.
Yes,
you can watch both of them.
Anytime there was like a rainstorm when he was a kid in at school, they would play Home Alone or Home Alone 2 and 1 and 1 time. They would play a whole bunch of stuff, but I loved when they played Home Alone. That was my movie because we ain't had it on VHS yet. I don't think we had it on. We've never had it on VHS. Now as we taped, and we used to tape a lot of stuff, but I don't think we ever taped Home Alone. But that was my movie. Anytime that came on, you know what other movie I like? This is so old, but Homeward Bound. Do y'all remember that movie? That was my movie. I loved a lot of old stuff. The Sandlot, Stay Tuned. I'm so old. Yeah, it was a bunch of stuff. Babysitters Club.
The Buttercream Gang.
I don't know about that. Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead.
That's an old one, the Buttercream Gang.
I never heard of that.
It's a stupid old white movie that you be like, wait, what? And I had the nerves to be watching it one day.
When I hear Buttercream Gang, I think of a nasty porn.
No.
That
was before people was creaming in porns.
Yeah.
Next topic, Oscars.
So the Oscars was last night. I enjoyed the Oscars last night. I fell asleep right after Lauren Dern got her Oscar.
That was nice. Yeah, next to her.
Yes.
Yeah, that was nice.
And I heard they Walk of Fame, their stars. Her dad, her mom, and her are all next to each other.
Because then her dad died.
No, he's still alive. He's still alive. I was Googling them. He's still alive. And they still acting, both of them. Both of their parents are still working.
Her mother's legendary.
Decent,
Well, both her parents are legendary. But I remember more of her mom from years ago. I used to see a lot of old movies with her mom in them. And when you really look at her mom, she looked more like her dad. Because she don't really look like her mom to me.
Yeah.
But her mom still looks good for her. You know.
But I'm telling you, when I watched Marriage Story, that was her movie. Like when she got on that screen, this was her movie. Like you just waiting for her to come back because she talking that lawyer bullshit. Like she was like, I was getting mad at her. Like I was hating her character. Like, but she earned that Oscar. Like she did that. Now if they Like she probably wouldn't have an Oscar if it just would have stayed on Netflix. I mean, because you know they don't.
That's crazy now how they're
didn't
allowing movies on Netflix to
yeah.
Well, I mean, Netflix is. I mean, listen. People are opting out and watching Netflix rather than going to the movies, so why not?
I would love it.
Because you're still paying, because you got to pay for your account.
Yeah. And you know how much money they probably get from the revenues from streaming and... Oh my God. Like, did y'all know, now this is true, that Blockbuster turned down buying, like a video stream, like having a video streaming service. And that's why they went out of service, and then that's how Netflix came into.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Because at that time, Blockbuster probably didn't see it being something.
Yep, they came to Blockbuster. Yeah.
All that is out. Going Blockbuster, all that. You need.
Wow. It's all going. And I remember I signed up. Like I've been signed up for Netflix since like something. I don't even remember because but I remember when I had Netflix. Netflix for me was switching out DVDs. Okay. And now it's just a whole streaming network. I got my Netflix is old as shit. I'm one of they.
It tells you how long you've had it, right? Doesn't it, when you go in here, doesn't it tell you?
I'm not sure, but I'm one of their valued customers.
I'm sure it does. I just gotta figure out where it tells you that.
They don't give you, and you don't get no perks for being there.
You sure don't either, right?
They like, look, but all they say is, look, because you've been rocking with us for so long, we're gonna give you 6 months until we increase the price, and then you get a chance to do what you want to do afterwards. But I've always enjoyed Netflix. Sometimes it'll be nothing.
Narcos Mexico coming on Thursday.
What's that?
Wow.
That's the new one.
Yeah, this is when he was in Mexico.
Now is this in English or I got
none of it in none of the Narcos is in English.
But
they're good. They are good.
I need to stop looking down on the subtitles because the movie last night that won Best Picture was Parasite, and I mean that crowd went crazy for Parasite when they won. And Best Director went to Parasite. Laura Dern won for Best Supporting Actress. What's his name? Joaquin Phoenix won Best Actor. Brad Pitt won for Best Supporting Actor, and I'm missing someone. Renee Zellweger won for Best Actress. So all the ones that have been sweeping up award season, they all won. There was no shocker. But a category that I was waiting for, Best Animated Short Film, a movie that I put money into for Kickstarter, won an Oscar. And I'm so happy for Matthew Cherry. He's been following me for like a long time. I know he follows a lot of people, but we've been following each other a while back. And I'm happy for him. Because this is going to be opening more doors for him. He's already been like directing everything, and he's his episode of Blackish that he directed too. They're about to come on. I hope I didn't miss them. But he, it was a movie that he did that I watched, and I think that's how he started following because it was on Netflix. It was a football movie. It was based on a football movie, but I'm happy for him. He won an Oscar. Those are the only two categories I worry about: Best Animated Short Film and Best Supporting Actress. Now the thing is, with the Hair Love movie also, they brought out another guy from Texas. You know how they've been trying to get everybody to cut their hair. This guy, they're like, oh, because your hair was past a certain length, you got to cut it. And he switched to go to a new school, and they were saying that he wouldn't be able to walk for graduation.
They brought him on stage with them or not?
No, they brought him to...
Yeah, I know they brought him. Because it was all on LA.
Yeah, he didn't... Oh, no, I didn't see it on LA.
I know, that's why I was saying, you telling the story. I'm thinking to myself, it's so late.
But he brought him to the Oscars, and he was there, and I seen the pictures and all that.
Because they showed when Ellen, when the guy invited him and all that.
But it was just so crazy. Like, you done spent all of this time going to the school system, and then now they trying to tell you can't walk after 12 years, bitch. You better let me walk. You worried about my hair.
Right.
Like, it's beyond here. You want to control
This is a memorable thing for him now.
Yes.
He can say that he went to the Academy Award. He was a guest because of this bad situation. And but you know who is behind all that? Them.
Yeah.
They're behind all that.
Like, I just don't understand.
They're behind all that.
But see, I be wanting to see women with different hairstyles. Like, you haven't noticed, you don't see black women.
But he said that on Ellen. He said, well, he said the females in the school got long hair. Why can't I have it? Because Ellen asked him. She said, well, I'm sure there's girls. He said there are. He said, and they have different styles and all that. Because they tried to tell him that his hair couldn't come down to a certain length. And he was like, and Ellen said, well, I'm sure there are females who have longer hair. And he said, yeah, there is. That's just, it ain't got nothing to do with the length of his hair. It has everything to do with the fact that they don't understand black people and their hair. Oops, there I said it. They.
Yeah.
They don't understand it. They don't understand it.
Well, it's the truth.
Yeah, they don't. So then they do this. They try to penalize and make somebody feel bad for being different with his hair. Like he said on Ellen, he said, "My father's from Trinidad. You know, this is a representation of where my father's from. You know, why? It just was. It was horrible. It was horrible. But he seems like a very bright, smart kid.
I'm sure they gave him a scholarship.
Oh yeah, Alicia Keys came out with a $20,000 check.
He's gonna be taken care of.
Oh yeah, he's gonna worry about that.
I need y'all to blackball me from somewhere so I can.
Let's blackball you from OnlyFans.
No, I gotta get them stickers, bitch. Everybody else got their dick and ass out.
Yeah,
I'm like,
everybody. You go to everybody's page. They got OnlyFans link.
Yeah.
And they don't have no shame in it.
No, I would have shame.
You should.
I'm had to cover my face.
Oh my god.
Bitch, shut up. No. See, I wouldn't feel, but no, but
I don't
for
wanna
me,
be
no,
on
I would feel some type of way because I'm on there and my face all out there. Yeah, like, bitch, ain't you on YouTube? But there's other people on YouTube that got their dick in their face out there.
Listen, I'm under my business.
What make me so special?
How you know that there's other people? You see them?
Because they
Tell it. Tell it.
no, because they
Tell it.
they tweeted a video and I was so mad because it was on my timeline, so I had no trip but to look. But I was like, okay,
Do you know this person?
yes. I'm not saying nothing else.
Where they from?
I'm not saying nothing else. Yeah, but then I just was like, why are you doing this? But it pays the bills for some people.
It does.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, yes.
It
This
pays
one
the
guy I
bills.
know, when he started his OnlyFans, I remember the night he started it, and by the end of the night, he posted a statement. He had made over $1,000 in one night.
I said, I heard
oh my
they got
God.
paying something. Like I heard it's like a pay discrepancy somewhere.
Well, listen.
And I need my coins.
Maybe you should ask the guy that you know from YouTube.
I would never have no conversation. Because I'm not doing that.
Because maybe he'll tell you, like, this is what you got to do. Or maybe y'all can link and make a video together.
See that?
They got him together. They tried to. But that's what you got to do.
Yeah, but Pete Davis, it was
It was a good
hilarious.
sport.
Yeah. You're like, okay.
Then now that's a good sport.
Yes. That was my favorite skit from the whole night. Okay, yeah. So, Cynthia Erivo performed her song from Harriet, and she did a fabulous job. Now, they had the big girl from, what's that show? You ever watch that show? Child, one of the biggest shows on TV. The real big one. She came out there and sang. And I said, why is this nominated? We all know Diane Warren can write a song, but this was not it. And I feel like Beyonce should have been, this was one of the nights she should have been singing Spirit. And they gave the award went to not John Legend, Elton John. He won an Oscar. I think there's another Oscar because he got one for Lion King. For that. Yeah, so the Oscars, it wasn't, I mean, I liked seeing Chris Rock and Steve Martin, but this show needs a host. It needs someone to keep the pace of the show and keep it going because you need a host though. This is the Oscars, bitch. This is the biggest award you could get in your life, and you need someone to give the crowd some comic relief and keep them on their toes while they waiting for their category to be called. So yeah, and this year's Oscars was one of the lowest rated Oscars with 21 million people watching.
This year?
Yep.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I really think that people watch TV, but everybody don't watch it right now. It's other things they could be watching, like The Housewives, or they could be DVRing it and they'll come back to it. Like I don't like back in the day, you wasn't able to DVR the Oscars, so it's like all these shows are getting less ratings. Every last show getting less ratings. So they're making a big thing. Oh, nobody's watching. Child, people watch what they want to watch, but yeah. Anyway, Yeah, that's the Oscars. Nothing too special happened. Eminem sang "Lose Yourself." He came out, and you would have thought you was watching BET.
Not really. Well, with him,
all the bleeps, they bleeped.
But that audience was so dry.
Yeah, you know, some of them was
bobbing their head, but wasn't nobody standing up.
I mean, but then that's an old song.
Yeah, 18 years ago. One of my songs back. But yeah, so you know that's the Oscars.
Oscar won, but this song won an Oscar too, didn't it? Yeah.
Yes, he did. And that's when Barbara Streisand, she didn't look too happy about that. She did not.
Well, who the fuck she did not look too happy? You know, he won.
Yes,
she won her Oscars years and years ago.
Yeah. How many she has? 2, 1.
I think she has 2. I know she has 1 for acting.
How many Oscars does Barbara Streisand have?
I found this on the web.
That's not what I asked you. And Leo DiCaprio, I didn't know he didn't have an Oscar.
No, he doesn't.
I'm sorry. I can't
Right.
complete your
I'll check
request.
for you.
He has not won an Oscar. He lost again last night. And I think that's why Brad Pitt said, "I'll forever ride on your coattails." I don't know. But, or maybe because they was in the same movie. But I don't know when Leo DiCaprio is going to have his own night. And everyone's calling him Susan Lucci at the Oscars now.
She has 2 Oscars.
2.
Mhm.
Was it
1 for
Funny Girl?
for Best Actress, and then 1 for Best
Is it
Original
Yentl?
Song. Best Original Song and Best Actress.
Which song is the best original song?
Hold on. Funny Girl.
That's another movie that it's a movie where she was singing through the whole movie.
Yeah. Yentl, yeah.
Yeah, my mom was telling me about that movie a long time ago. Yeah, all right, y'all. So we've had a good conversation. We've had some good talks. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. What was that?
Who knows? Who cares?
We'll be back maybe with a new video on Friday, but we'll definitely have a podcast on Friday. And we will talk to y'all soon. So y'all be safe. Have a great week. It's Valentine's. Hopefully your Valentine acts you out. If not, you'll be all right.
Valentine's is what, Friday?
This Friday. There's going to be a lot of little babies going to be made in November around my birthday.
You mean born?
Yeah, born. That's what I meant to say, born, not made. Well, they'll be made tonight. Well, I meant
Just shut up.
made this weekend. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yes, we know. Just shut up.
You shut up, bitch.
This week.
Get downstairs.
Good job.
Peace, y'all.
Yeah.